Hello, this is BlueStar, Defender of Equestria, and this is my Afterthoughts review of A Hearths-Warming Tale. Oh man, it's another Hearths-Warming Eve episode! In May. Okay. But anyway, this episode was still really cool, and it was awesome, it was kind of sad, but it was still really touching, but it was ultimately happy and good in the end. Yay! I do have to say, when I first saw this episode, I was definitely way too tired to, unfortunately, really analyze this episode very well, and I definitely thought to myself, oh, I am definitely going to have to do an Afterthoughts review to this episode. But now that I've seen it a second time, it's like, I definitely really like this episode. It still is kind of straightforward, but at the same time, it's still kind of confusing. Like, I didn't actually understand that, oh, Starlight Glimmer, well, I mean, Snowfrost isn't, you know, making Hearths-Warming Eve, like, never happen. She's just sort of, she's making it go away from, like, the present. Otherwise, if she had just simply, you know, made Hearths-Warming Eve not happen ever, Equestria would never have been founded to begin with, and none of these ponies would be here at all, so, So that would have been bad. But no, it's like, there will no longer be any more Hearths-Warming Eve. No! Yeah, this episode starts off very surprising, you know, with a beautiful, you know, Hearths-Warming Eve carol with all the background ponies. And then Starlight Glimmer says that, no, I don't want to participate, I want to go home. What? Sacrilege! Aww. I think this is almost part of the reason why this episode is probably being, you know, aired now and not later in the season, is that, you know, it probably makes more sense for Starlight Glimmer to, you know, basically say these things now when she's still pretty, you know, still kind of a loner and she's still kind of learning about friendship. You know, maybe later in the season she wouldn't dream of saying such a thing, but we shall see. And I'm pretty sure, again, this episode was probably aired in May simply because of a scheduling thing. It's like, it probably, I don't know, but whatever. Anyway, in either case, it's not really that big of a deal, but it is kind of surprising to have a Christmas episode basically airing almost pre-summer, but oh well. Yeah, I do have to say, the songs in this episode are definitely really, really good. You know, they definitely accomplished what they were setting out to do, and they're definitely really cool. Not so sure how well they'll do on their own, but overall, I think they're definitely really good. They definitely got the emotions flowing. Even if those emotions were sometimes a little sad, because it's like most of these songs are kind of sad, and like, oh, it's like, oh no, Luna, how could you? I can't help but think, oh no, does this mean that Luna is the harbinger of death? Oh no, I hope not, because that would definitely make me really sad. It did kind of surprise me that Luna was here, but it kind of makes sense. She's a very dark character. Oh dear. In some ways it made a lot more sense than Nightmare Moon would have been here, but you know, I think that the show is just like with a Hearths-Warming Eve, is doing this in quote-unquote a pageant kind of style, where each one of the regular characters is portraying a different character, so it definitely made sense for Luna to be here and not Nightmare Moon. But that song really did make me sad. Oh dear. As of course it was supposed to. I must admit, all I'm gonna say is that I definitely identify a lot with Starlight Glimmer / Snowfrost, especially during the scene in the past, because it's like, I feel like I made those kind of mistakes too, and I ended up being alone, and oh, the pain, I tell you, but oh. And I also have to say, yeah, that school teacher definitely looks a lot like Snape. And I do like what this episode was trying to do. I'm not so sure if it succeeded in doing it, you know, basically defending, quote-unquote, the Christmas spirit and, you know, going against it. Oh, it's just an excuse for, people to just give presents to each other and have candy, and, unfortunately, Starlight Glimmer's not wrong. Most people don't really care about the reason for the season and all that, and I mean, especially when you're a child, it's like, it's easy to get swept up with the presents and the candy and the songs and all that. That's okay to a point, I guess. Unfortunately, it is true that a lot of holidays are just simply an excuse for people to have a party, which isn't so bad, but it's kind of, but it obviously is kind of bad too, that, you know, it's like we don't even know what we're celebrating anymore. So yeah, Starlight Glimmer's not wrong. Which is definitely not right either. It's like, yeah, it definitely Snowfrost is definitely not right. It's like, well, we should be working hard and using our skills to better Equestria. And in some ways, aren't we doing that already? It's not like ponies don't work hard. Yeah, and that was the other thing. It's like, I almost feel that this is almost sort of a sub-lesson to me, is that, you know, sometimes we need to just relax, chill out, and, you know, just go spend time with your friend. Don't worry, that work will still be back there tomorrow. Just go party with your friends a little bit, because I definitely need to work on that. In some ways, this episode is a counter to, you know, almost in a way, the workaholic culture to some point that our culture kind of is. Like, you know, just go out, chill out with your friends once in a while. Because, yeah, I did like how, you know, Pinkie Pie had to summarize. It's like, you know, the point of the holiday and the presents is to go and spend time with your friends. I like that. That was cool. And that's definitely true, to say the least. But yeah, overall, I like this episode. I mean, I don't know if it's my favorite version of this story. I mean, yeah, this is definitely not simply a ponified version of A Christmas Carol. This is definitely basically the MLP version of A Christmas Carol. Even though it does take, you know, basically the title and mod it a little bit, you know, A Christmas Carol, A Hearthwarming Tale. That's kind of clever. Sort of. But yeah, but this is definitely, if A Christmas Carol had been written in Equestria, this is definitely the story that they would write. And I kind of like that. Obviously, it follows The Christmas Carol fairly well, but there's definitely some major differences. But, you know, overall, I think it did an okay job of it. And there definitely were a few fun things here, and little, you know, things in the background, like there's some pony that looks like Sherlock Holmes and Watson, and obviously the pony that kind of looks like Snape, and the background ponies were here, and we had the first ever, I think, My Little Pony tap dancing number. Who would have thunk it? But okay, and overall this episode, it was kind of sad for times, but it was also really happy. But overall, it was really good, and I'm glad that Starlight Glimmer made the right choice in the end. And once again, you know, Twilight basically, you know, gives Starlight Glimmer the lesson, and then gives her the choice. You can come to the party, or you don't have to if you don't want to, but the choice is yours. And she doesn't even say that, you know, like, I like that. That's cool. And I'm glad that Starlight Glimmer did make the right choice in the end, and definitely had a nice Hearthwarming Eve of all her new friends. Yay! So this episode was really good, and I liked it, and I'm definitely looking forward to enjoying this episode when it's a little bit more seasonally appropriate. So that is the end of my Afterthoughts review of A Hearthwarming Tale. This is Blue Star. Stay strong and pony on. Blue Star out.